Hospice is a wonderful program.
Hospice is, first of all, a beautiful word. The Latin meaning is actually help over a difficult journey.
Their mission is to try and make the last days, weeks, months of a person's life as full, as complete, and as comfortable as it possibly can be.
They are trying to help you feel better and keep you at home. I would recommend it to anybody.
Hospice is the process of helping patients live well during their final phase of life and actually asking the patient what they would like and what their goals are. They are not so much afraid of dying. They're afraid of suffering and they want to make sure there's a plan of care. What we have found both clinically and statistically is our patients with end-stage medical problems do better when they're on the hospice path. I personally believe this is because they get one-on-one care from the hospice team that truly addresses the things each and every day that adds to their quality, their dignity, and their comfort.
6 months ago, I was so sick, I thought I only had days, maybe weeks to live. When I started not feeling too well, I went to the doctor and ended up in the hospital. The second time I ended up in the hospital, my daughter said to the doctor, "Is this going to go on every week?" And he said, "Well, we have a wonderful hospice program." My daughter and I talked about it and decided to try it. And it was the best thing we did. They were very clear about things. We will try so that you have a quality of life and you can stay in your home as long as possible. And that was a very nice thing. I mean, it's just great to get up in your own bed, and fix your own breakfast, and know the nurse is coming or the aide is coming. And they cheered me up so much that 7 months later, I'm still here. With hospice, I didn't have to go to hospitals anymore or doctor's offices. Just everyone came to me and was so loving and caring. That was just great. I could do what I want, when I want. I'm home. And that's the big thing, home. I never thought I would get such a special friend from the hospice program. And she is such a good fit for me. We just giggle all the time. Emotionally, I feel happy. The happiest I've been in a long time.
My dad wasn't around as I was growing up. I used to see him twice a year, once for my birthday and once for Christmas. And then after my 9th birthday, I think it was, I never saw him again. He just wasn't a part of our life. And I got this phone call one day, and it was this lady that introduced herself as Mary. She was from hospice. And she said, "Fred, your dad is dying. He's under hospice care. And he wants to meet with you. He wants to be forgiven." I told her I didn't have an answer for her because I was carrying so much hurt. I called her back and I said, "Yes, I will meet him, but I want you to be there because I don't want to have to struggle through it alone." And I met him for the first time in 50 years. And we had been talking probably close to an hour. And after a while, I went over and I hugged him and I said, "Dad, don't worry about the past. Look forward to what we have to share in the future." And it was like the weight of the world was just off our shoulders. Hospice Mary reminded me that my father's birthday was coming up in March. And so I talked to my sister and I said, "Let's throw a surprise birthday party for Dad." And so he came around the corner and there are 32 relatives sitting in the restaurant yelling, "Happy birthday, Ed." We were getting to know the father that neither one of us had known for our entire life and just having a very good time, but a very thankful time as well. Hospice Mary had been talking to Dad about his World War II experiences, and they started digging into it, and they discovered that there were medals that he should have been awarded, but never was. On a Saturday, we made arrangements to have a medal award ceremony for Dad, and it was the following Monday that Dad basically said, "I guess the medal ceremony happened at the right time. I'm ready." It was probably the best 5 months that I'd ever had because I truly got to know my father.
The most important thing that we as physicians can help patients' families with at the end is truly understand how they should be celebrating life. It's so very important that as a patient is dying, they stand back and look at the things that are important. Those things are typically the things like the I love yous, the thank yous, the mending of fences. All of those things are done in the last weeks or months of life, and they are essential to that quality that we're trying to achieve. Truly, as a physician, for me, this is an empowering process. Hospice lets me be empowered.
It's a wonderful program. Everyone comes in with a positive attitude, and no one leaves without a nice big hug. Hospice lets me be myself.
None of this experience, the new relationship with my father, none of it would have happened if it hadn't been for hospice. Dad lived as long as he did because of all the love and support he got from hospice and from all the people in hospice. I'm just very, very thankful that hospice got me back involved in my father's life. Hospice truly did allow me to be a son again.